Good evening, my friends, and we got another one of these showcasing my art videos. If you haven't seen the last one, which is pre-7th grade art, go watch that one first. It's mildly entertaining. Let's dig right in. This will probably be the longest one of the bunch in which I'm showing off my 7th grade art, because I got two other sketchbooks from last year, 2 years ago actually. Let's dig down there. This appears to be, if you remember that Leah Ulmankia character I created with my friend. Yeah. But by then I've moved away from my old place I was living, and now I'm living in a new place, which is a semi-rural community. I always have trouble with that word. By the time I drew this, I was not in contact with that friend anymore, because I did not have a phone yet. Yeah, there's a snowman in the background, and there's the person there. Oh yes, this drawing took forever. Oh yeah, these are photocopies of the drawing. I haven't found the originals, but I did find the photocopies. So they're a little bit dimmed, so if like in some way in post I can brighten these up, I will. Anyway, yeah, but to get you some scale, there are some average-sized humanoids. Because remember, if you remember, that's Leidos Creed down there, and there's the Leah person again. And there's, that's a big thunder dragon. And, yeah, I got a little better at drawing dragons, but not quite. I guess specifically the wings. I got a little better at attaching limbs, which is good. Still can't draw wings correctly. But there's the Leidos Creed guy. And that's a green dragon. And this one only has 2 legs, because that's its front arms. I don't have context for this, and I don't remember drawing it, so I'm just going to toss it aside. I drew this for an art contest, and that horse looks horrendous. I can't draw any other animals other than dragons or humans, and I can't even draw humans. So dragons are about it. But yeah, as you can see, he's wearing a pretty good suit of armor. That horse looks like it wants to do something else. Yeah, maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to draw Oro the dinosaur. I'll have to practice. And there's Peak the dinosaur as well. You can draw him too. More photocopied work. This appears to be an entire adventurer party confronting some spiders. I don't think the drawing ever finished being colored. Look, you got a big spider there, a big spider there, someone dead there. Got that person and that person and that. I got all the peoples. So maybe this might give you some insight on what my face actually looks like, because we were looking in a mirror, and without looking at the paper, we were trying to do a self-portrait in art class. And that art class was one of my favorite classes, namely because of the teacher, not because it was art. There are 2 kinds of people who take art class, at least in middle school. People who actually care about art, and people who just want an easy A. I am both of those people. I'm a little more of the former, though, not the latter. This is a comic I drew also for that art class. As you can see, I was kind of running out of space here. Maybe I'll continue that character. I've rediscovered a couple comic characters. This was one of my earliest drawings from 7th grade, and it's not Leidos Creed, it's just a guy in a bucket wearing plate armor. I guess maybe it's semi-plate, half plate, because it's like not completely, some of it's chainmail. Now this is arguably one of my best drawings from 7th grade. The infamous, you may laugh when you hear his name, for his name is Dinkle Mimi, and he's the humanoid duck with legs. I have really great sketches of him later on. This is just a terrible charcoal drawing of a skull. I won't even care to show it properly for the camera. But this is also 2-point perspective town. We were supposed to do surrealism. Apparently, 2-point perspective surrealism is really popular to do in middle school, because I did that a lot for art classes. It feels weird, too. I hate charcoal, because, like, it's so messy. So you take your cleanish hand, and then you go. And all of a sudden, it's not clean anymore. And that's why I've never done any charcoal drawing since. This is an ink print entitled The Tetrahydroastromicrotelequadramursa Man, which roughly translates to the four water space small, far apparently for again Ant-Man. That's like an incredibly rough translation. I'm doing a little better at attaching limbs, but I still haven't figured out how to draw wings properly. Actually, you can't really see wings, so that really could just be at the top. But that'd be, like, ridiculously disproportionate wings to the size of this dragon. Also, I really like the medium. It's nice and shiny. I really like the medium. It's nice and shiny. What if you had your colored pencil drawings, like, come out smooth? Like, you can feel the paper. The paper's all rough and stuff, but this is, like, all smooth and feels like wax. This is one of my best drawings of a person. My friend, she gave me specifics for a person, what they wanted them to wear and stuff, and the class, race. I guess you can't really tell. This is supposed to be an elf, but she's got ears. This is a dragon. And look, I finally figured out. I never finished this drawing, but I finally figured out how to draw wings. See that? Look at that. There you go. See, look at the way your arm works. I guess you can't see it. Look at the way your arm works, but like, see the two bends? Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Ah, yes. Trogdor! Yeah, Mora. I drew epic Trogdor, and he's burninating the village. And then the wizard says, oops. Yeah, that's not the best drawing of the scene, but it's an epic dragon. See, look. I did the wings right. And he's also burninating the peasants. Trogdor is awesome. Owie. And this one isn't Trogdor, but it's just as funny. You got this huge, ginormous lizard. And then there's this little guy down here going, marshmallow? And he's like, you're the marshmallow. Origami instructions for Lighthouse bookmark, Tuesday, July 7th. What we might find inside may surprise you, because my imagination is kind of concerning. We'll start off, that's my name in Anglo-Saxon runes, if you care to decipher that. I suppose I was designing an exoskeleton for a acromantula. Well, if you didn't know, that's Aragog is an acromantula, basically a giant spider. There's a sad dinosaur. I wanted to draw a snowman coming out of the egg, but art teacher said we were drawing dinosaurs. We got some mean toasters and explosive rolls. And guys, can you do a face plant? Ha 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 ha. We got the shapes. And the boot. And you got feet, hands. I sometimes wish I had feet, hands, but for different reasons than you might think. We got the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and the Statue of Liberty having pizza. And a poorly drawn strong bad. And so I had recently returned, when I drew this, I had recently returned from a Disneyland trip. So you get stuff, and I learned how to draw Mickey Mouse while I was there. So naturally, the first thing I do when I come home is I draw Mickey Mouse's head on a real mouse's body. Oh yeah, this is one of the original Teen Boy Squad comics. If you haven't seen that video, it's one of my most viewed videos. You got Teen Boy Team! I guess it wasn't Squad then. You got this guy, that guy, him, the ugly one. This is in tribute to Homestar Runner's Team Girl Squad, which is a little more funny. The HomestarRunner.com was a bunch of Flash cartoons. in the early 2000s, but they're all on YouTube. I would highly suggest watching them because they are hilarious.
Okay, guys, get ready to look so good. No, good. Oh, sorry.
To the gym. Gym.
You guys.
Yeah, basically it.
Arrowed.
This was a comic character design thing. I might actually do something with this comic. It's like this serious night. And remind you, this was actually I came up with this guy before The Mandalorian came out, but now that after The Mandalorian has come out, this guy's pretty similar, because he's just this big serious guy, and then he has annoying animus sword that floats around and is annoying. But so I guess the sword could be akin to Baby Yoda, except it doesn't have the Force and it's not cute. And I think that's the end of that sketchbook. Now on to the real treasure trove of a sketchbook. Professional grade one. And the first thing you're greeted with is this picture saying, "What about grain?" And then you got the Grain War of 1938.5. And one of my proudest drawings, you got Sir Chadstick. It's like chopstick, but it's full of chads. You got whatever that thing is. Around this time, I have discovered my enormous talent at drawing legs. And I'm still pretty good at it. If you watch the legged fish tutorial, you got Dinkle Mimi. Dinkle Duolingo. I tried to draw that, and he's saying Spanish or Spanish. Definitely, my brother, he's 3 at the moment, he got a hold of the sketchbook and drew over him, but he's like, that's some sort of feet dragon. So, like, I would imagine this to be, like, either the Glabgo Gabgalab's cousin, or, like, what's under the Glabgo Gabgalab if you lift up all that skin, dare I call it? Yeah, it's the Glabgo Gabgalab. Go look it up. There's some fish eating chicken and talking spaghetti, or Oscar the couch. You got monkey. You get some holiday Gregnog, and there's some Gregs coming out of the. Like, I didn't model it after Greg Heffley, but it kind of looks like him. Onions. Ogres are like onions. They float around and they have arms. Tree. So, I'm not sure why I did this, but I decided to draw spoofs on the Star Wars movies. So you get episode -1, The Pants in Venice, episode -2, Peace with the Genetically Identical Beings. See if you can catch the titles. Episode -3, The Helpful Sith. Episode -4, An Old Hope. It doesn't say whether or not it's a good hope, though. Like, they could have, like, it's an old hope, but it's, like, a really good hope. Episode -5, The Empire Gives Back. Episode -6, The Exit of the Jedi. Episode -7, The Force Goes Back to Sleep. Episode -8, Too Many Jedi. I feel like that was, like, episode -2, but... Episode -9, The Fall of Ground Sitter. You got Flapjack, the weird horse thing, and so we have a deer problem in our garden, and my dad said we needed deer fencing, so I drew some for him.
Oh ho ho, my friend!
On guard. It's like, "'Tis I, William Turtle."
Yeah, William Turtle, I am your nemesis.
Yeah, that's one of my upcoming videos. I'm gonna animate the story of William Turtle. It's a story I made up. And it's a pretty cool story. And this thing. It's like the best thing in the world. So it's got like wings, trash bag body, chicken legs. There's a very confused man, a cactus. It's got a fish generator, a rat and pumpkin, Shrek tie, a head with a skull and some doors. And it's a pretty cool thing. And then you get stuff like Manly McMahon, Woman, and Man, Pumpkin. It's everybody. Where you can have trash can menu eats. You can got 37 ounces of AAA alkaline battery acid, Burger King foot lettuce, the sediment the custodian found underneath the toilet in the men's bathroom. I wonder what that tastes like. The hair down the sink drain, and this thing. And to have for your menu drinks, you got drink, 3-year-old milk, Spider Fighter. You got some of this. Hudson's Blood. Yeah, I've had this for several years. It tastes really good. You got Hudson's Blood, a mixture of hot sauce and sugar syrup, mercury, and watery soup. I should call him. Yeah, here's more Demon Mickey Mice, and the inverse of that, where apparently he's a Nazi as well, because he's saying Deutschland über alles, which means Germany above all. So. Oh well. And you got Donald escaping on the hot air balloon. If you look closely at the hot air balloon segment in the earliest episodes of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse TV show, you can actually, like in the opening scenes, you can actually see the ropes of the hot air balloon clip through the I guess the housing stand. It's pretty funny. I think it's only on like the first 2 episodes, so if you have Disney Plus, you're in luck, but if you don't, yeah, good luck. So here's that one night guy again. Maybe that's his face. It's a pickle in the elbow, but I can't draw Elmo, so I just drew a furry little thing eroding. There's another dragon that doesn't have back toes. Oh yeah, and so this is moving into quarantine, and there was this guy named Michael Woodside. He used to be a Disney animator. So like a quarantine of 2020, where I spent the latter months of 7th grade. So every day he would release a how to draw a Disney character. Michael Woodside. They're still on there, but they would be live streams and stuff. And yeah. So this is Goofy. This isn't a Disney character, but it's just a general elephant. This is Monkey Mouse. That's a elephant in the style of Mickey Mouse. And you got Dumbo and Oswald the Rabbit. Now this is where I started to make things a little interesting, because here he has T-Rex arms. This is Tinkerbell, but she has a giraffe neck. Like, now this is one of my better drawings. You got Fingerbolt, Wreck-It Rabbit, except he was upside down. You got The Winds of Change. More face plants. Ha 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 ha. Face palm. Pick your pun. Yeah, Buff Gus. Plenty Pupiled Pete. Oh, I just came up with that alliteration. That was nice. Plenty Pupiled Pete. Now this is the one I'm most proud of. Scar the Sailor. He's a sailor. It's the best drawing I have. And King Kangaroo. Now this is like, I like this. It's like when the egg doesn't want to hatch, but it also wants to be a bird, so the egg turns into a bird and runs away. And do you get this one? Sausage Link. This one's just a light bulb I have no affiliation with. It's just a light bulb. That guy's wearing a cheese mask. So my sister, she's 12 at the moment, but she had a dream where the character, I don't want to sleep, has a hard time sleeping, but Goofy, try as he might, does it anyway. But yeah, and I don't want to sleep was the Pink Panther, but without eyes. It's a, iteration of Reverse Mermaid. I like my Reverse Mermaid better. The one I drew, the legged fish. This one is a chicken woman duck thing. The woman's face too. I played add-on with my cousin again, a year later, and we did a pretty good job shading, and it got smeared everywhere. But everyone's wearing a top hat, and you got your traffic cone eating everybody. Normal day, you got a hole in the sky, hole in the ground, Mickey Mouse in a coffin, rocket bed, trees on fire, a guy in a thimble. normal stuff. This was I never finished this drawing, but I was gonna draw someone who had an incredibly long torso, or like, you know, like the super baggy pants that all the people who be gangsta wear, who get janked up by the hood and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna like, what if they wear the super baggy pants because they're just like incredibly long, like their torso is incredibly long and they barely have any waist. Drew a dragon biting another dragon's head off, and that's about it. But yep, those are all my drawings from 7th grade. I hope you enjoyed. Do all that stuff that YouTubers tell you to do if you want. In fact, did you know we're super close to 1,000 subscribers? Like, we're about as far away to 1,000 subscribers as we are from 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers. Now, if you think about that, more people that subscribe, the closer I get to becoming monetized, which means I get money. You watching me will give me money. So it's just a win-win. Except maybe you might be able to buy some merch, which will give me money and stuff. But I'll keep making videos regardless of the money, because I'm doing YouTube, so I can do YouTube and stuff. And I should stop talking now and end the video, because it's a half an hour long, and who wants to watch a half-hour long video? 10 minutes long is long enough already. Like, you'd think I'm stretching it, but no, I'm not trying to stretch it. I'm trying to end the video, but I can't find a good segue. Anyway, the video's ending now.